What is up guys, Mr. Snubbles, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you guys a full-on tutorial on how I record my Apex Legends gameplay footage and render it out to 4K. So a lot of my friends may ask me, yo, I want to get some cool clips off from my Apex gameplay. However, when I try to record, I always get like lag, spikes, frame drops, and it's always lagging on OBS Studio. Well, as you can see, I am recording on OBS Studio and I have two monitors. However, do not use OBS Studios to record your actual gameplay footage on Apex Legends. That's why you need your actual drivers software to do that for you. As you guys can see right here, I am actually using the GeForce experience to record my gameplay, and I will show you guys some footage, and I have done this in the past too. This is literally how I record my gameplays because it's no lag and stuff like that. Now the only reason why I'm using the OBS Studio right now is just to record the voice. There's some issue with the Nvidia broadcast, which I have right here as you can see here. There are some issues here when I try to use the Nvidia broadcast when I record on just me regular gameplay, so that's why I use OBS Studio for like non-gameplay stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. Things first, I use GeForce Experience. Obviously you have to update your drivers to it. Now as you can see, I don't actually have the latest drivers, but I'm still able to record. But after you update your drivers, you want to enable the experimental features, and you also want to enable the in-game overlay. This will give you the option to use the drivers. And as you can see, I am actually running a single PC recording. So this is my actual specs on here. So you can see I have a 2070 at Ryzen 7 and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I play 144 Hz. So one system streaming and recording, so you know it does all the work for it. So after you get this pretty much enabled, we'll go to the in-game settings, and I will show you guys my my vibrance and my overlays, and you guys can copy that as well. Okay guys, so you guys might already notice that like there's lag on the stream. That's because I'm actually using OBS Studio. Like I said, OBS Studio will make this game lag, and it will make your game look really shitty. So don't use OBS Studios to record or go live. I will highly recommend using the GeForce Experience, and this is why I'm going to show you guys now my settings to get the crisp clean footage. So first things first, obviously you will hold Alt and Z. So you hold those two to open GeForce Experience. So now you want to go to the top right, or whatever little setting buttons here is. You click on that and you pretty much scroll till you see recordings. So if recordings would be essentially where you want your files to transfer, I would honestly put it on your second drive if you have one, or somewhere where you have enough storage, and keep it in a folder that you can remind you know where it's going, because that will be really important. And by default, Apex Legends creates a new file, and it'll be under pretty much Apex Legends, so that's pretty handy. After you have that pretty much enabled, you want to go scroll down and go to video capture. This is where you have your settings. So if you guys want to see some of my gameplays I have, please go to some past videos I made, and you can see the quality of it. I usually record at 1080p at 60 FPS, and it's on a high right now. And the in-game resolution obviously is the same size as my monitor, so it's 1920 by 1080, so it captures the same resolution. I keep the frame rate at 60, even though I can technically record 144 Hz, but I do not want to stress out my PC, so I keep it at 60. The bitrate is at 50, and I feel like that's reasonable because you know it's not like really bad quality, so keep that in mind. So after you're done with that, you could technically mess around with the settings over here. I mean, not the settings, go back one more time. You can technically mess around with the game filter here. You might not see the game filter or not. Oh yeah, you do see it. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to pretty much show you guys the game filter as well. So since I haven't really updated the graphics yet, the driver, it resets the filter every time you upload it, but I pretty much just add more of pretty much more of the vibrance, if I can find it. Yeah, max out vibrance, and then just mess around with the highlights and stuff like that, and it looks nice and crisp right now. But like I said, I'm recording OBS, so there will be lag, and I might show you guys a clip of like the actual adjustment on GeForce. Alright guys, so now we're back on OBS Studios, and I can actually show you guys how like it looks like. I have my second monitor here, so this what I'm using to record the other section. So here we are, we're here at Sony Vegas17, and now we're going to use the app that now we're going to use this pretty much to render your gameplay to 4K. So first things first, you want to do a new project, and this is my settings I'm using, so you can feel free to copy this because this is pretty much what you'll need essentially. As you can see here, everything here is my 1920 by default, 60 FPS. The only thing that you would change would be this right here, would be to best, and then disable the resample. And then obviously I would highly recommend just click on start all new project with these settings because it's easier. You can do the audio as well, and I just changed this as well to best as well. If you want to export, have these little loop thingies to where you're gonna finish, and then you look for render as. So this is my settings. I use the Magic's AVC, the MP4, and I clicked on I made it pretty much a custom template, so just do that as well. So this is my 4K settings, and I will highly recommend you guys to copy it. So 1080p, this is the name of the settings I have, so it's a custom one. But you want to essentially find the one that has you pretty much want to find the one that has the 4K output in one of these sections. If not, just make it like this. So I have the UHD 2160 3080 40 by 2160. Don't allow source to adjust frame, don't do that. Put it at main, 60 FPS because we're recording at 60. This is important right here, the maximum BPS and the average BPS is really important. This is the quality of your footage. They put the NV coder. Yeah, I think there's two options, but NV is for Nvidia, I believe. The preset is a high quality. You could technically change it to whatever fits best for your PC, but I would keep it high quality because you gotta get the nice good colors. And then of course I use VBR. You could use CBR as well, but I don't mess with that. And I will show you guys another YouTuber who has a similar settings as well, and you can actually watch his video because it's much more extensive to it, and I think he did a better video than I will do actually. The audio 48,000 again, kept the original. The bit rate 256,000. The system, I don't know what this is honestly, but I just left it this. I honestly don't know what this is, but I think it was like that by default. The project, the video render quality, put it at best, and then use the project settings, the one we just adjusted from the beginning, and the color space at default. And yeah, after you have that, you pretty much label whatever your video is gonna be and whatever you want to drop it off. So we're looking at a property video that I made with Apex with Japanese friend. This is roughly about 9 minutes. It's at 4K 60 FPS, same settings as we did. Tells you when I did it, so 17. It's not a protected file, but I guess it's the most important ones here. The size here is 8.75 gigabytes, so it's almost like 9 gigabytes for a 10-minute video for 4K. So you won't go wrong honestly, but I'm just saying it takes a lot of space. But I hope this video finds you helpful, and don't forget that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.